Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. I am still in Missouri where it is finally 70 degrees out and it's really nice, but I had to close the windows for this video and right afterwards I'm going to open them back up because it's so nice out. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and this will be my fourth Q4 selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage all from an RV. Selling on Amazon is how I made my full-time income for 3 years, all working part-time, and it is really awesome, so I'm always trying to help new sellers get started because it's so much fun and so much freedom. So for this video I thought I would walk you through what I sold last Q4 so you can get an idea of what to look out for. These are 8 items that just these 8 made over $2,200 in profit, and then at the end of the video I'm going to share 3 items that I've been selling this year, all to just give you an idea of what to scan and just hopefully broaden your horizons of what to look for. Very quickly, I'm going to show you how I created the spreadsheet because everyone always asks about the spreadsheet. So it's a report that I pull from Amazon and then I add some stuff to make the spreadsheets that you see in the videos. So to pull the report, you just go to your reports and then it's business reports. And then from there you want to select this one right here, which is detail, page, sales, and traffic. And then you can download the report as a CVS. I think that's what it is. CSV. And then you can upload it into Google Docs or Excel, whatever you use. So that is the report I started with, and it gives me the ASIN, the item, how many units I sold, the product sales numbers, and then I add in the average cost, which is just this number, sales divided by the units. So not all of the items sold for this price, $21.11. Some sold for more, some might have sold for less, but on average, that's how much each one was selling for, so that's the number I go off of. The cost is, of course, the cost I bought it from the store at. The profit is what I made after fees off of the $21, so on this one it's $5. And then over here I have total profit and the ROI, which is just profit divided by cost. So that's how I created this spreadsheet. It's just for the video. It's to show you my numbers. You could do this on your own if you want. You just pull the report. You can select the dates you want. And there you go. The report will also show you like how much you're getting the buy box and how many times the page is being viewed. So it is a fun report to look through and I highly recommend doing that. But then I add stuff so that I can use it for the videos and just so I can see what my total profit is. One thing you'll notice on this spreadsheet is that there are no toys and there's only 2 seasonal items. Again, these are just my top 8 profitable items from everything that I sold from the dates of October 2019 to February 28 of 2020. Or 29 was this year a leap year. So those are the dates that I pulled for this report just to show you kind of what you can sell in Q4 and beyond. And I hope that just helps you if you are gated in toys or you are not finding any profitable toys. Don't just get stuck into scanning toys for Q4. Scan everything because literally everything is selling right now. Everyone's shopping on Amazon this year, more so probably than years past, but they're always out there shopping. So you don't have to just sell toys or just seasonal things because there's a lot of stuff out there making a profit if you are looking for it. And then just one note, because I was like, why didn't I sell a lot of toys last year? I think it was because my first Q4 I was gated in toys. My second Q4 I wasn't gated, and so I bought a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have because I was just so excited and I thought, oh, the price will go up. And then the price didn't go up. A lot more sellers also found that item and the price ended up going down. So it was, I think I was a little shy the third Q4 and just a little bit like, oh, I'm gonna hold back a little bit. But so far this Q4 I've been selling a lot of toys and they're all selling, and you'll see some at the end that they're selling for a lot of money, so it's been great. And as with all things Amazon retail arbitrage, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So don't give up. If it's hard, just keep going. Alright, let me break down these profitable items. So the first one you'll see here is an AlkaSeltzer heartburn relief. I was buying these at Ollie's, and the thing to note about these, first, let me just say this because I get this comment every time whenever I show past stuff. I know all these ranks are going to be high or no rank at all because they are sold out, and so the rank goes higher because no one's buying it, and the rank goes down when it makes a sell. So just know that I'm fully aware that these are not ranks that I would buy this year, but this is just to show you the items, and unfortunately it shows you the rank, which people always go, why would you buy that? Anyways. So this is a pack I got from Ollie's. I scanned it on its own and it wasn't making any money, but then I scanned the front of it like you're taking a photo, and that's where you will see that there's bundle listings. So this was a 3-pack. I had to create the 3-pack, bundle them all, put them in a poly bag, put "this is a set" sticker on it, and there we go. So I sold 41 of them total. After the first one started to sell, I went to all the Ollie's I could go to and I bought every single one that they had because they were selling really good. So I got 41 3-packs total. Total sales on this one was $865. Again, the average price, and my total profit was $210 on that one. It was not like the best ROI, but 60% is where I have been coming out to on average on ROI on all my stuff. So okay, my second one I'm going to show you here is a Hawaiian Kona coffee. This one I was getting from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they like stopped making it. It's a different brand now. It says like Kona Lola or something, and I was heartbroken because this was a replant I did for probably over a year. It was so easy and reliable to grab. It was $7.99. I sold 34 of them total for about $800 in total sales. It was $7.99, so $8.54 after tax because I was not using my resale license then. So it profited $6 altogether. I would have profited 50 cents extra had I done my resale certificate and not been scared. So if you need more information on that, I did a video recently and you can check it out. Total profit on that is $210, 72% ROI. The next one is a Disney Descendants journal like pack that I was finding at Ollie's. I don't always scan books in Ollie's, and actually this was not a book, it was like a whole set, as you'll see, but I just happened to scan it and then I found it. It was only $5.99 at Ollie's. So here's what it looked like. It was an office product technically, but it was selling really well. So it was just this little pack that I found at Ollie's. I found 35 of them, $759 total sales. They're averaging about $21. Again, the cost was $5.99. I made $8.80 on every single one of them. Altogether, I profited $300 on that one, and the ROI was 146%. So that one was another hot one that I was going all over finding, grabbing any that I could. It was funny because the first one I found them, they were like on those tables at Ollie's that have a bunch of books. I don't know if you've been to Ollie's or not, but there's like these giant tables with books on them, and it was underneath, so I was like digging underneath to find them all. And then in future Ollie's, I was finding them in the like stationery kind of area. It's adjacent to the books, but it's more like office supplies. So I literally was digging through bins looking for them because it's not the nicest merchandise store, but I found 35 of them altogether. The next one is my first seasonal item. It is a Ziploc Nutcracker theme storage bag, so I guess people give treats and stuff around the holidays in them. It was a 2-pack. They were $1.69 each at Ollie's, and I just had to bundle them together. Again, to create the bundle, I just put them both in a poly bag, and then I put "this is a set" sticker, and I also put my FN SKU just right on the bag. So that's one thing I would really encourage you to look for is bundled listings. Don't just take it for the single listing. Type in the product if you have to. Always look for bundles because there's a lot of bundling opportunities out there already created that you don't even have to create, and those are always really good profit makers. So just a suggestion as you're outsourcing. So I sold 47 of these total. I was selling them on average for $15. They only cost, again, $1.69 each, so $3.38 each. Profited $6.33. Total profit on that one was just about $300 for an ROI of 187%. The next two are another thing to look out for, which is things that are discontinued and now hard to find. It's not always easy to know when an item is discontinued, but once you get the hang of it, you'll kind of know it when you see it. So this one, it was just a 2-pack. I didn't have to create the bundle. It was already packaged from the manufacturer with a little saran wrap as a 2-pack. It must be that they are no longer making the scent because the price was crazy high. And that is how you know. If Amazon's not selling it, the price is really high for what it is compared to the other like items. And it's selling for like good on Keepa constantly at that price. That's how you know it's probably discontinued, and so people are trying to find it wherever they can, which is Amazon. So this one was $5.99 for the 2-pack. I found 30 of them. This is another one where they're out on the tables at Ollie's, and I was like digging through because there was so much Old Spice. They must have like got rid of a bunch of them or just like offloaded a bunch of scents. I keep wanting to call them flavors. They're scents. So I ended up finding 30 of them, and they cost $5.99, and I profited $11 on every single one of them. So that was awesome. $335 profit total, another 186% ROI. Again, ROI is I'm spending $5.99 and I'm making $11, so I'm making my $5.99 back, which would be 100% plus the extra, and that gives me to the 186% ROI. And then we have here an advanced nutrition system. So this one I actually found at Ocean State Job Lot, which is up in the Northeast. It costs $8.49 each. I was selling them for $23.49, and they made $6.39, which is not yet 100% ROI, but it still was a great profit for what it was, and I sold 29 of them. Now we have another seasonal item. This was one of those projector things that people put in their window for the holidays. It actually had Halloween and Christmas, but I was selling it after Halloween, so it was more just people buying it for the Christmas. I don't know if you know the store Roses or Roses Express. It's kind of in the South, I believe. But they had this for $8.99 and it was selling for $45, and I thought that was insane, but you guys, people were buying it. I ended up selling 14 of them and I made $300 total profit. But I was making $22 profit on every single one of them, and I was, again, going to all the Roses I could and buying them. And the last one I'm going to share with you is kind of a combo because it was one item, but it was a clothing item, so it had a lot of different sizes. So I broke it down here real quickly. I will show you what the item is. And this was a branch lead from the Bolo group. So someone shared a different one of these, and then I scanned. I was like, oh, there's another color, and so I scanned that color. It was only $9.99 at Marshall's and TJ Maxx, and it was selling for $50. So this is an average of all of them combined. I've broken them out here. So one was selling for $50, one was selling for $46, and one I sold for $60. All $9.99, and here are the prices, and here's the profit on every single one of them. Altogether, my profit was $350, and that was like easy money. They were selling so quickly, and it was all thanks to the Bolo group. I think, if I remember correctly, in another video where I talked about this item, it was like $750 over the course of Q4 that I made just on this one lead. And of course, that ROI was crazy, 245%. Those are just 8 of the items that I was selling last year from October to February. That's 8 of the items that made me $2,200 in profit. And like I said, not a single toy. There's a lot of stuff out there. Don't just get stuck in the toy aisle. Make sure you're scanning everything. Really quickly, before I move on to what I'm selling so far this year, I just wanted to point out that there are some key dates if you're doing FBA that you want to be aware of. Amazon says that by December 1st, you should have all of your inventory that you want to sell over the Christmas period into their warehouses. So I think we have like 3 weeks left now where I am going to be sourcing nonstop to send as much inventory in as I can. Today I'm filming on the 6th, so that was the cutoff date if you wanted it to get there by Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But honestly, if your stuff is arriving to the warehouses really quickly, I would still keep pushing it all next week as much as you can, because you will still get those sales on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which are huge. That's a really great weekend, and I'm sure you're going to be super excited for your sales. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through 3 of the items I've sold in the last 30 days that I think are big wins, and just show you what is out there and the profit that you can be made just by 3 items. So the first is a beauty bundle item, because again, remember, bundles are really good. And the cool thing is I've actually been replenishing this item for 1.5 to 2 years now. I found it first at one store, and then I started finding it at another store. So just because you find something at one store doesn't mean you shouldn't look for it at others. It's got a rank of 37,610 in beauty, which is really good. It's selling for $27.99, and actually there's only one other seller right now, so I went ahead and raised my price up to $29.99 on the remaining ones I have. But so far I've sold it for $27.99. The bundled price is $8.97, and I'm making $11.34 on every single one of them. So here we've got the cost and what I've been selling it for. I've sold 13 so far. I have 9 left, and the profit I've made so far is $147 for 126% ROI. And the profit I have left still to make with my inventory is another $100. So altogether I'll make $250 on just this one item. The next item is a toy, and not only is it making great profit, but it also is just to show that you should hold your price a little higher. So I have it priced at $32.99, and that's what I've had it at the whole entire time. After I sent my first 6 in, because I always test with 4 to 6, so after I sent the first 6 in, all of a sudden people were pricing it at $25, and I was like, why? They're selling at $32. So I just went ahead and held my price at $32, and they are still selling. The reason they're still selling is a lot of things, but this year you might have noticed, if you're selling on Amazon already, that as you send stuff in, the second you drop it off at UPS, all of a sudden it'll be active. And so that means it's active, but for the customer it might say, oh, it's not shipping till December, and who wants to wait that long? Also, if an FBM seller is selling it for less, You don't have to match that price as an FBA seller. FBA, since it's got Prime 2-day shipping, you can ask for more money and you will usually get it. So I have mine priced at $32, and you'll see that right now the lower seller is $31, but I've already sold one today, so I'm not going to lower my price. At $32, costing $9.99 and making $14.57 on every one. So far I've sold 8 and it's made $116 in profit, 145% ROI, and I've got 6 left in stock, so I've got about $87 left for $200. Easy money on a toy item. And the last one I'm going to show you is another toy, but it's a discontinued toy, so those are always things to look out for. This has a crazy rank and it's hard to find, which means the price has gone way up. So it's $8.19 in toys, which is so crazy. I sold 3 of them in the past 2 days. Now the price is $45 and I've been selling them for $44, so I probably should have raised my prices on this one. Whoops. They cost $14.99 and I'm making $19 on every single one of them, so I've sold all 6 that I found. Hopefully I can find more as Q4 continues, but I made $120 profit on those. Again, this is all profit of stuff I've sold in just the last 30 days. The first one I've been selling for over a year, but this is just in 30 days of profit. So 30 days, 3 items, I've made $383 in profit, and I've sold so many more items than this, and that I hope this video just encourages you and gives you an idea of what's possible out there, like what to look for, what to scan, and it's not just toys, even though this year I am more focused on toys. If you want to get ungated in toys or grocery, OTC, topical, I have ungating guides which are affordable and for new sellers specifically because they can help you. You do not have to have ever sold a thing, and in fact for the grocery and topical guide you don't even have to have a business or resale license. You can start ordering and getting ungated. And if you want more of my tips on Q4 sourcing and what to look for and how to look through all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday ads and deals to know when you're getting the best price, check out my Q4 guide. You can also get it bundled with the ungatings, but it is available for a discount if you get the code below in the video description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a profitable and fun Q4.